Hi you guys, happy Monday. I don't know if it's gonna be Monday when this video is going up, but it's Monday for me right now, and I'm gonna be real. Last Friday was a lot for me. It was, I don't want to be dramatic and say it was like the hardest day ever, but it was one of the hardest days I've had in a very long time. And I kind of spent all weekend just being stressed out, and I was sick yesterday, and I woke up this morning like not sure how I was gonna be feeling. And then I said, you know what, I'm getting up and I'm gonna sit down and film and play with makeup, and that's gonna make me feel better. So here we are, we're doing that. I'm actually really excited to be sitting down because we're testing out a bunch of new drugstore stuff, but mainly we are testing out this new foundation. This is everywhere right now. This is the Maybelline Dream Radiant Liquid Hydrating Foundation. This has hyaluronic acid and collagen in it. So I'm really excited to try these. I have been waiting for it to come to my Target because I really wanted to try it. This is supposed to give you up to 12 hours of continuous hydration, visibly improve the look of your skin. It's medium coverage with a radiant finish, and it allegedly does not clog your pores. So we are gonna put that all to the test right now. Also, I just wanna say thank you for clicking on this video. If you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to like and subscribe. I upload about 2 videos every week, usually Mondays and Fridays, so click the bell so you're notified when those go live. Okay, so I've started with moisturized skin, but the first thing that I'm gonna do is take this from Pixi. This is a new line that they had. They actually had a bunch of these products, but this was the only one I wanted to try out for now. This is the Plus C VIT Under Eye Brightener, Energizing Under Eye Perfector. So this has vitamin C, ferulic acid, and caffeine. This is in the shade Peach Flash. Basically, I'm just really hoping this is going to like wake my under eyes up. This packaging is really cute. I don't really know. Okay, and it's got one of like these applicators. It's not metal, which normally the metal ones are really nice. Let's see what like color it is. Oh, okay. It's like a pretty deep peach shade. I'm gonna put some on the back of my hand just so I know what I'm working with. It blends out like really liquidy, and it doesn't have a scent. I really like that. So I'm just gonna apply a little bit of this underneath my eyes and start there. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit hard to apply. I don't like using the applicator on there. I much prefer just using my finger, but this is really deep and I don't feel like the pigment blends out evenly. Oh boy, I don't think I like that. I'm gonna take my sponge and see if I can like blend out the edges, because I've got like harsh rings of just like orange on my face. And to be honest, I don't feel like that brightened that much. I would never put this on top of foundation because it's pretty pigmented, and I don't think I would wear this alone because it left sort of like orange rings on my face. So I don't know about this. I'm gonna have to play with that more. Whew. I am going to use the Physicians Formula Organic Wear Sculpting Bronzer Stick just to do a little bit of light contouring before foundation. This is my favorite right now. And I'm going in with the Eco Tool sponge. I picked this back up today when I was in Target. I really just wanted to try this sponge again. I used to really like it, and I just kind of wanted to give it like another try. Okay, we're gonna go in with the foundation now. So I picked up 2 shades. I think there's about 20 shades. I picked up the shade 0 Alabaster and then 5 Vanilla. I really was not sure which one was going to be my shade, but I figured if I have both of these, then we can probably mix and make something work. I'm gonna try and pump out one bit of This one's vanilla. I actually think that's gonna be a really good shade. Alabaster is probably gonna be super light, but normally this time of year I am super light. Okay, so those are the two shades. They're actually pretty similar. But I think I'm just gonna go in with vanilla onto the face. So I'm just going to pump about a pump and a half on the back of my hand and then dot that on the face. And then we'll blend it in with our sponge. Okay, this is one coat of the foundation done. This is really nice. I think this is definitely very natural, very light coverage, but it does do a good job like evening out the skin tone. We had to shift a little bit to get the sun out of the way, but we're gonna go back in and just add a little more coverage on the cheeks. Y'all know how I like to do it. And just see if this is buildable. I think I really like this foundation. How many times like have I had a foundation where I've said I don't like it recently? There are so many new foundations at the drugstore. I think once I film all my videos that I have planned and I've kind of tested them all, I'll do sort of a roundup of all the new ones for you guys. But I really like this so far. This is definitely natural looking. It is really, really light on the skin. It is a beautiful medium coverage. So I did get some coverage. I have an evened out skin tone, but it's not too intense to where like I'm losing my freckles or anything like that. So I do really like that. Okay, sorry, we've shifted again because I'm sitting in front of my window and the sun keeps changing. I don't normally get to film in the morning, so I'm still kind of deciding like how I want that to look. Anyway, first impression, I really like this foundation. I will definitely keep using it and I will keep you guys updated on how I feel like this is wearing. You guys know the drill. We're doing MAC Painterly Paint Pot on the lid. I actually do have a new eye palette to test out today, so I'm pretty excited about that. I've really been liking using this baby Blendiful to apply lid primer. This thing does such a good job. I don't know, it just completely smooths it onto the lid and you have like flawless. It takes 2 seconds. You guys know I'm all about the Blendifuls. I really, really like them. Okay, this is the palette that we have. This is new, I believe, from Pixi. This is their IFX shadow palette. This one is in the shade Hazelnut Haze. If you guys know me, I love hazelnut, so I really couldn't pass this one up. And I've had Pixi eyeshadows before. I really like them, and I just thought this was like a nice neutral palette. Ooh, there's some interesting shades in here. They kind of are all this like satin finish. I'm not really sure how they're gonna look on the eyes. But this palette also comes with like a huge mirror, so that's really nice. We are just gonna dip right in. I'm gonna take a big fluffy crease brush into this first shade up here, this sort of like light brown. I'm really curious if this comes off matte or... Okay, yeah, this basically comes off matte, but it has this really beautiful light sheen to it. I think these are gonna look really good on the eyes. These are pretty pigmented, but they blend out really nicely. I'm gonna take this sort of deep terracotta shade on that same brush and just go in, but a little bit lower. Okay, so far I really like these shadows. They're very easy to work with. They blend really nicely, and the formula is really pretty. It's just like this really nice satiny look. You do get a little bit of like a glimmer of light movement, but it's not glitter, it's not shimmer, it's just, I don't know how to explain it. There's just a little bit of movement to it, but it's very, very pretty. I'm gonna take this sort of like matte creamy shade and I'm just gonna apply that to the center of my lid. Ooh, okay. What the heck? Let me actually take this on a brush and sort of pack it on. Weird. I kind of feel like this one's a dud. It's a little chunky and it doesn't really show up on the eye. Let's actually go into this like golden coppery shade and apply that to the lid. The more like metallic-y shades are really not that metallic. This is definitely, if you are here for like a soft wash of color, you're really gonna like this, I think. But if you're someone who is all about that pigment, probably don't spend your money on this. I don't think that you'll like it quite as much. And then I'm gonna take this brush, which is just a little more dense, and I'm gonna go into this deep chocolatey shade and just put that right on the outer corner. Okay, this is not like my favorite eyeshadow palette. I don't know. I don't know if I'll use it again, to be quite honest. It's just like a little bit hard to work with. Well, it's not even hard to work with on all of the shades, but I felt like the blend was sort of getting inconsistent from shade to shade, as well as pigmentation, and like I just prefer to like have something work that like I know is going to work. Okay, we are gonna go in now with a little bit of concealer. This is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. This one is in the shade Fair Warm. I sort of forget how I feel about this concealer, so I want to try it again. But I am a little bit tan right now, so I think this would be a good time to try the shade. Because if I remember, it was maybe a little dark for my like palest self. Okay. I like that concealer. That blended out really nicely, actually. We're gonna then just go in with a little bit of loose powder. So we're gonna go in with just a little bit of this e.l.f. Halo Glow setting powder. I've really been liking this stuff. I know it's kind of the only powder I've been talking about, but I just don't try loose powders that often. So if you have one that you really like or you want me to try, let me know, because I will definitely give it a try. But I don't know, I just don't often try too many loose powders. I never actually used to use them, and now I've really been liking this one. And then we will go in with mascara. So we're gonna be using the Bambi Eye Mascara from L'Oreal. I still really, really like this one. Okay, now we're gonna go on and finish the rest of the face. So this is something new at the drugstore that I could not resist, because I keep recommending something else from this brand that was limited edition, but this you can get your hands on. So this is the Physicians Formula Butter Collection. This is really, really beautiful. Look at these. You get 2 highlights, 2 blushes, and 2 bronzers. And so I'm so excited to dip into this. We're gonna try and use it all. I hope that I like the highlighter just as much as I do in the other one. We're gonna go in with a big bronzer brush, and I'm gonna just dip into both bronzer shades. It's a really pretty combo. Whoa, okay. Got a little much. I don't know what's happening with me and bronzer recently, but we haven't been getting along as well as we normally do. I feel like I keep having weird bronzer days. Like, excuse me, what is that? That's literally what these sponges are for though. So these bronzers are really, really nice. Definitely pigmented, so just be careful of that. Don't do what I do and just go crazy. We're gonna next pick up the blushes, and I wanna mix these together as well. So there's like a peachy shade, and then there's a more like terracotta-y shade. Ooh, that's really pretty. These are both like my kinds of blushes, so that's kind of what drew me to this, because I think these two shades mixed together is gorgeous, or either one of these on their own is really, really pretty. And then I'm going to just swatch this highlight for you guys because I have a whole different highlighting item. I'll swatch both the highlights. So one's like a deep coppery color, and then one is a really beautiful champagne-y pink. Oh, those are still that delicious like buttery formula. I really like this. Be careful of the bronzers because they're very pigmented, but they are very nice. Definitely, definitely recommend. The very last thing that I have that's new, this is from Pixie. It's in collaboration with Rach Loves. If you don't know, she also has a YouTube channel on here. She does beauty, and she's great. She's like one of the first beauty YouTubers I started watching, and she came out with this palette in collaboration with Pixie. I really hadn't seen it used until I watched Tati's collab with Rach Loves, and then I knew that I needed it because look at how gorgeous all these highlight shades are. We're gonna go in and we're just gonna highlight. I don't know what shade I want to use. I think I'm gonna use the shade Lace first. It's like a really pretty, it looks like sort of a champagne peachy. Oh, that's nice. That is a gorgeous highlight. We're gonna take a little bit of the shade Clutch as well and just mix those together. These feel like butter. They're so beautiful. They're blinding. Look at this purple color. Oh, that's so pretty. I want to put that on my eyes. We're gonna use the Rimmel Stay Matte Liquid Lip Color in Be My Baby. If you guys haven't watched the video where my dad picks out my makeup, you need to. It was pretty funny. And he actually picked out this lip, and I was really scared for it, but I ended up really liking it, and enough that I'm like going back and using it today, so. It's just such a pretty like neutral liquid lip color. It goes with a lot, and these are really, really comfortable. They don't dry down super dry, so they're very wearable. They're really, really nice. But I love adding a gloss, so I'm actually going to use this Revolution lip topper in Exquisite. These were like huge. I think over the summer is when they came out. They were like super popular, but I still love this. I'm just gonna put it in the center. It just really gives you an illusion of much fuller lips. It draws the light into the center, and it just makes your lips look so juicy and nice. I really like this. These are super affordable as well. All right, that is everything. I think I really like this foundation. I think it's one of my favorite ones out of the new ones I've tried. This feels so comfortable on the skin. They have a pretty good shade range for the drugstore, so you should be able to find something close. This was actually a really nice tone. It was kind of like a perfect match, so that's very surprising. I really love that. I love both of these palettes. These are so, so good. The Pixie Eye palette, I wasn't a huge fan of. I just think there's better at the drugstore, and that one, it looks nice. Like, it ended up being nice, but I just feel like I have 1,000 other palettes that I can do this look with. The under eye brightener is a no for me. I don't think it did anything really. I just feel like it laid a little bit weird. It wasn't cooling or anything, so it didn't really feel like it was doing anything, and I don't think that my concealer looks any different than it normally would. So yeah, that's kind of the breakdown. I will keep you guys updated on if I keep wearing this, what I think. Let me know down in the comments below if you want to see a full foundation breakdown of all the new ones at the drugstore that I've tried, which ones are my favorites, pros and cons of each of them, because I would be happy to film that. I've been trying out a lot of new ones, and there's some real good ones in the bunch. But that's everything. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with me. I think I said this earlier, but don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more. There's a bunch of fun stuff coming out, so stay tuned. I will see you guys very soon.